Hey everyone, my name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. If you like making money, I would definitely click subscribe. I talk about commodities, undervalued investment opportunities, talk about a whole bunch of different things that are investment opportunities. And I think if you are interested in investments, sticking around this channel, clicking subscribe is going to do you well in the long term. Now, today I'm going to go over a gold and silver update. This is the only glimpse of hope in my portfolio left during this past week. Oil's been pulling back. Uranium's been pulling back. Some of the copper companies have been pulling back. A lot of my portfolio is pulling back just like everyone else's. And some of the gold and silver, they're actually going higher. A few of them, not all of them. So let's look at the charts. Let's look and see what looks good out there and what potentially still needs to turn around. So let's jump in. This is gold and silver. This is the only glimpse of hope. Charts look solid and the uptrend continues for some of these gold and silver mining companies. And we'll look at some of them. First, I'm going to start with the dollar. The dollar is in a downtrend still. This is a pretty steep downtrend. If you were to back out, we broke an uptrend a few years ago. We've been heading lower and lower and lower. And again, these things do pop up every once in a while. Like this was a strengthening for the first 4 months here. And then we're continuing to head on down. So the dollar, we're seeing dollar weakness. We're also seeing yield weakness. Yield weakness is going to manifest itself in higher gold prices and higher bond prices. At least that's what the correlation is at the moment. So with the chart looking like this, I think this is going to continue lower, which means yields are going to go down. Bonds and gold are probably going to go up. So I'm expecting the mining stocks to head up. This is exactly what we're seeing in GDX. It is heading on up. We've got a nice big bullish engulfing here, looking very strong, broke its downtrend here. We have a new uptrend established. We've got higher lows. The downtrend broke, and we're creating higher highs. So that, by definition, is a new uptrend. GDX is in a new uptrend. And what I'd be doing is nothing. I'd just be sitting here. Or, I mean, if you guys want to, I mean, it's up to you on what you guys want to do. I wouldn't mind buying it. I already did buy it, but I'm already in it, and I'm just sitting in it. So GDX looks pretty good. GDXJ is also looks like it's turning around, starting to put in some work to move to the upside. GDX doesn't look as good as GDXJ does not look as good as GDX. But the junior companies, I think, will turn around with time. Here's Sandstorm. This one's looking all right. We broke the downtrend here. We are now in a new uptrend. So that's looking pretty good. Sandstorm Gold. It's a royalty company. Anglo Gold Ashanti. This one is a larger gold company. I don't own AU. I'm just using it as a proxy. I'm using it as more information on the sector. But this one looks pretty good. We've got a nice bullish engulfing here. Looks like it wants to head on up. Lots of big up days, small down days, a signature trait of a bottoming process and a move higher. Barrick Gold, bullish engulfing. It's in a new uptrend. This thing looks fantastic to move higher. Again, I don't own Barrick Gold. I might in some of my mutual funds, but I don't own anything outright. I'm just looking to see around the sector to see what's strong and what's not. And I think Barrick Gold here looks very strong. Strong like bull. We've got Newmont. Newmont's looking strong as well. This thing's breaking out of its downtrend. Higher lows, breaking higher highs, new uptrend established. Now, Ely Gold, on the other hand, I mean, this thing was looking pretty fantastic, but we got this big sell-off today, and it's probably going to come back and maybe retest this high or maybe even pull back some. Not too sure what's going on with Ely Gold or some of these other smaller junior companies. They might just be lagged behind the big boys, but I still own them and I'm still holding on. Teuton Resources, another one. Looks like this thing might head lower too. I'm not selling anything, but it doesn't look as good as those big major mining companies of gold and and silver, or mainly gold. Free Gold Ventures, looks like this thing's turning back down. I bought in down here as well, and it's reversing on me. I'm not going to sell it, but this thing could head quite a bit lower, unfortunately. EXK, looks like it needs a little bit more time. It's putting in some work. We do have a couple big down days here. Maybe it pulls back a little bit more. Same with First Majestic. At least it's consolidating or compressing its opening and closing price, contracting down a little bit. So at least the buyers are equaling the sellers a little bit here. Maybe we see a reversal upward. So that doesn't look too bad. And then Mag Silver looks good. This is putting in a bullish engulfing, looking like it wants to go higher. So that's kind of conflicting data. Then we've got EGO. That looks fantastic. Looks like it's consolidating and compressing down into this point where we've got a nice big bullish engulfing, like it wants to go higher and launch higher. And same with AUY, Yamana Gold. This one looks like it wants to go higher. Bullish engulfing. This one looks fantastic. A good setup there. Now, I know we've got a lot of pullbacks in a lot of other sectors, oil, uranium. Things are pulling back. Remember, these things don't just go straight up. What they do is they do impulse moves higher, and now we're in a pullback. So now we have to endure this pullback. I can't tell you how long it's going to last in some of this. Looks like gold's at least giving a glimmer of hope to the upside. So gold looks good. Silver is hanging in there. That doesn't look too bad. Platinum, I looked at platinum. Platinum looks okay. And oil's got to put in some work. But I think looking forward at all these, if you take a big picture view, doesn't matter if it's gold, silver, oil, uranium, doesn't matter what sector, copper, I think we're on the winning side. Short term, it may feel like you're on the losing team. I still see some short-term weakness. I'm waiting for this stuff to turn around. I'll let you guys know when I think it's starting to turn around. I think gold and silver's turn around. It's, well, at least gold and the big mining companies, they've turned around. They're heading up, and they're usually the leaders. So usually what happens, and what I've seen, and maybe this is correlating now, gold, silver kind of take off, and then oil and uranium kind of lag. So that takes off, and then some months behind that, you're going to see uranium and oil take off. But we may have a pullback for 3, 4, 5, 6 months. So patience. I don't know if that's necessarily going to be the case, because that puts us. I think oil is going to go higher this summer. I really do. So I like oil at this moment. Uranium's tough to say, but I don't think it'll be down for 4, 5, 6, 7 months, something like that. It may be down for another couple weeks, maybe a month or two at most. But I think these are going to turn around. At least those other sectors, gold and silver, they look good. I think they're going to go higher. That's my opinion. So maybe a couple more weeks, maybe we validate that it's going to for surely go higher. But right now, everything looks strong to me. Everything says up for gold. If you guys like this content, give me a thumbs up. Appreciate you guys listening. Leave any comments below if you guys have any questions or comments. Like reading your comments, so thanks for commenting. And thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.